right now. Nanunood ng
Eto na.
and I assume this is the 1v1 that is
Ah,
starting
yeah,
right now
1v1. Tama.
in both teams for Gladiator and Wizard.
Oops. Sino ang una? Ayun, Gladiator. Para sa Capella, GL, Procyon Wizard.
Now they're going in for the dash away, and Wizard doesn't really have any opportunity to go for a fight here because, especially when talking about a 1v1, you have your Gladiator. And I think Gladiator has the edge just simply because of the cooldown of his skills, the mobility that he has, and the amount of utility that a Gladiator has in and of itself. The heals, the barriers, the shields, every single one of those, and also the suppression has huge potentials in a 1v1.
Ba't may nakita ko nasa loob? Just like
Nakikipart,
2v1.
nakikijam.
Ano yung jamming? Aura up. Sabi ni Sia Masur. Eto na, fight na daw. Magbabakbakan na.
And we're waiting
Ay,
for
tamang
it
sayaw
to
lang.
start.
Chacha muna guys, chacha. Chacha muna guys. Okay, chacha. Okay, nagkakayaan. Parang si Master Floyd lang.
Sino bang
Ayun,
kinahihiyaan mo?
bumanat na yung proc yun ng Wizard. Grabe naman yung Capella. Gladiator, tamang takbo lang yung proc yun. Wizard. Nakalapit pa nga. Ay, nakat ang Wizard, guys. But Gladiator is still combo.
Yeah.
And
I was expecting, I think the Gladiator went in for the suppression, and now the Wizard uses up the Spirit Shield to delay this fight. However, Gladiator just pressures in with that damage. He cannot go for any of the hits, and he's just knocked down. That Cabal combo gets cut.
mamamatay na, guys. Capella, yun. Namatay. First die, Wizard.
So what happened there?
Mapalpiting sa 1v1.
Yeah,
Okay na,
here we
pop
go.
off na sila. Hour up na. Eto na. Proc yun, tamang ikot lang.
They're starting.
Gladiator.
Goes in for the hit first.
Ay,
Warrior.
grabe naman yun. Napakakunat mo naman. Gladiator. Tamang combo. Gladiator, binitawan. Warrior, kumakapit lang. Diretso pa rin sa pag-combo ang proc yun ng Gladiator. Naka-cancel ata. Di pa rin nababasag ang SS ng ating Gladiator, guys.
There we go.
Pero buhay na buhay pa rin ang Gladiator. Pero yung Warrior, tingnan nyo, pasayaw-sayaw na lang. Grabe naman yan, pahiga-higa. Grabe yung Gladiator, gigil na gigil. Gusto manalo ng $6,000, guys.
That's the power of Gladiators, right? A warrior already used up the cats and bears. He doesn't have any more sustainability to fight this Gladiator, and Gladiator still goes on in the dashback. Warrior cannot do anything. He just needs to run away to delay this if he can win it. However, look at that Gladiator, already maxed when it comes to rage. Warrior forced to go for the aura to sustain, but will that be enough though?
Gladiator, meron kasi isang heal eh. Every 10 or 4, every hit. Grabe yun, no? Dapa na.
Yeah. Yun yung mechanics natin for our 5v5 3-man tag team and the 1v1. So, 7 points maximum for the 5v5, 4 points maximum for 3-man tag team, 1v1, 3 points ang maximum natin. And as we've seen in those 1v1s, I think it was Reapers who took 1 win and Maple Tree who took 1 win. So tingnan natin how this would turn out because right now, it's looking as we're jumping right through for the 3v3.
And we will start now. FB versus BL. Capella is FB. Then Procyon BL. Debuff na nga ang FB. Ay, galit na galit. Do you think sino kaya mananalo dito? FB or BL? You can comment down below kung sino yung gusto yung manalo, guys.
Mm-hmm. But looking at it right now, it is Blader who has the advantage. First Blader jumping right through. Going for that damage. Blader half HP already. Who's gonna win it? Blader at a very low HP as he is going to be bursted down. Rippers are the Blader as they will be defeated by Maple Tree in game 1 for the 3v3. Master Floyd, thoughts? What happened there?
Sobrang bilis ng pangyayari. FB, lamang na lamang talaga kasi may execration siya. So, may mana freeze talagang yung kalaban niya is matitigil, matutulala.
Yeah. And kinas niya yung kaagad kanina, right? Yung Force Blader,
Kinas niya
ginawa
agad.
niya, when it started, it was just the execution, lockdown, hold yung Blader, and then you have that mana freeze to follow up. And ginagawa niya right now once again. Force Blader, hold the Force Shielder just goes for the regen, because the Force Blader needs something to delay. Goes for the duration of his buffs to come up once again. So kailangan nyo to. And this is the unique trait of this 3v3 where in fact, you just go on and on and on until you win it. Because now, we're fighting once again. Force Shielder starts it off with the Force
Bumanat
Kick.
na guys. Feedback.
Yeah, Force Shielder Vincent. Master Floyd! Any thoughts on that one? How did the Force Shielder win it? Paano sila nanalo?
Yung Fourth Shoulder is napakakunat talaga. Siguro naubusan na ng exe yung kalaban. Talaga doon na bumanat yung Fourth Shoulder, yung FS. I think meron siyang Mortal Bait na ginamit. Talagang attack damage.
So ngayon, 1-1 ang points natin. Wait, right? Yeah. So Reapers nanalo sa second matchup nila. It was Force Shielder up against Force Blader. Maple Tree won their first round, wherein Force Blader won up against the Blader. So ngayon, nasa third round na tayo for this 3-man tag. Who would win it? It's a Force Gunner
FS
versus a
versus
Force Shielder.
FG.
Force Shielder goes for the shield grenade, and Force Gunner doesn't have that opportunity to burst down Force Shielder. Very tanky, and Force Shielder wins it once again for their third matchup. And they will proceed into going for a Force Shielder versus Force Shielder matchup right now with Maple Tree and now on the edge. Showing up with their last class for the 3-man tag. Master Floyd? Master Floyd? Sure? What's happening? Force Shielder versus Force Shielder.
Eto na, napakakunat, grabe. FS versus FS. Shield grenade lang para sa Capella. Ayun. Dalawa lang ato binabato ng skill ng ating FS na Capella. Ayan na. Talagang FS. Patigasan na talaga na ito, guys. Tamang dash fade lang talaga yung Capella. Force kick. Sabay force kick din ang kalaban. Talagang sobrang kunat ng Capella. So, hindi siya nakakat. And then, ayun, nakat nga. Dash fade lang si Capella. Then, shield grenade. Nag-critical. Uy, tumatakbo guys. Yung Procyon, eto na. Si Capella, bumabawi. Eto na. Tumitingin ng chance yung Procyon kung ano yung gagawin niya. Yung tamang force kick pero hindi ko magets yung Capella, yung force kick ng Capella. Eto na. Talagang bakbakan na 1v1. Sino kaya mananalo dito? Procyon ba or yung Capella? Ayun na stun. Grabe naman yung stun nun nung Procyon na FS.
Shadow Shield pa rin. Yung isang Force
Shadow
Shielder,
Shield
they're
pa
going
rin.
for the 1v1. They're sustaining. Both of them are very low when it comes to the HP. They're producing those heavy skills. But ngayon, Capella Force Shielder now going for the Force. Now going for the Shadow Shield as well. So I believe this would be a very long round as
Grabe
both of them
naman
are
yung
waiting for
laban na
their
to.
Shadow Shield.
Ito na, bakbakan na. Kunti na lang, namamatay na yung sino kaya ang unang. Ay, nakapag-heal pa nga yung Procyon, pero nag-critical yung Procyon din. Yung Capella. Grabe yung buhay ng Capella. Buhay na buhay. Asan na pumunta? Akala ko kinain na ng lupa.
Still running around, delaying.
Dash
Probably
fade
waiting for the
lang.
heal.
Tamang dash fade. Siguro I think iniintay niya yung force kick or anything na kailangan niyang iba to.
Yeah,
Pero yung
probably yung
Capella
heal.
tamang
They're waiting for the heal. They have to wait for the heal. Kasi ito na lang yung maabang nila to have that HP regeneration, have that sustainability, and that is
heal.
it. They went in for the HP regen for Procyon when it comes to the Force Shielder, and they are back when it comes to their HP. And Capella now gets stunned by the Force Kick. Will not be enough though to burst him down. Knockdown. Master Floyd, what's happening?
Grabe naman. Na-speechless ako sa laro nila. Sobrang gigil na gigil. Gigil na gigil silang manalo.
Oh, Capella needs to run away. He has to wait for the shield. He has to wait for the heal. He has to wait for everything.
Hintay niya talaga yung
Yun yung
heal yung
ginawa nila
Capella. Eh,
kanina. That is
nag-critical.
the
Grabe
important
naman yung
thing
proc yan. And dun nga natapos yung laro.
for sa Aquila server and Master Floyd. Napag-usapan na natin kanina about the class, about the draft of Reapers and Maple Tree. Sino yung tinitingnan mo dito to win this 5v5?
Para sa akin, mas lamang ata ang Reapers kasi meron silang FB. Pero hindi mo rin masabi sa Maple Tree. Meron silang FA na mag-heal sa kanila. Talagang sosuporta sa inyo pag dying ka na. And,
Oo. Oo, tama. Actually, I have the same thoughts. I think Maple Tree, Force Archer, sobrang lakas. Because even if my first blader yung Reapers, meron kang anti-X eh.
I think
Right?
Reapers is parang attack yung
Yeah.
team nila eh. FB is parang
More on offensive.
more offense sila eh. Maple Tree more on defense. Talagang kinuha nila yung FA para may mag-heal.
Yeah. And yun nga, may anti-X ka.
Yun lang ata yung pagkakaiba ng other teams. Yun lang ata yung pagkakaiba nila. Same, meron silang Warrior, FS, tsaka ano pa ba yan? Blader, kompleto sila eh. Except yung FB tsaka FA, yun lang yung pagkakaiba nila.
Yeah.
Hindi rin natin masasabi kung sino mananalo. Pwedeng manalo yung mga defense. Hindi mo rin masasabi. Kasi yung offense, once na nagkamali yan, pwedeng bumawi yung defense. Kahit attack ka ng attack kung makunat yung kalaban. Nako po, mahirapan ka talaga.
Tama. Yeah. Do tingnan natin, as you've stated, meron din kasing advantage ng Reapers regardless. Meron ding advantage ng Maple Tree. There is always an opportunity for either of them to win. And siguro yung kahulihan ng lahat is the execution. How they play this 5v5. Sino yung target nila. And speaking of which, Master Floyd, sino yung sa tingin mo kailangan i-prioritize ng Maple Tree or Reapers sa mga classes ng kikita natin?
I think pwede nang i-prioritize yung mga damager eh. Yun talaga yung uunahan nila eh, yung damager. Or FS, pwede ring FS kasi yung magsusustain. Depende kasi yan eh. Pros and cons yan eh. Pwedeng unahin mo yung nagsusustain sa kanila or unahin mo yung attacker nila, yung damager. Kasi pag once na napatumba mo yung damager nila, sino pa ba yung magdadamage sa kalaban, di ba? Or pwede rin kung mapatumba mo agad yung nagsusustain sa kanila, mas madali mo na lang patayin yung damager nila kasi wala nang defense. Depende pa rin talaga sa gameplay nila. Kaya makikita natin sa gameplay kung sinong mas magaling. Talagang Pagalingan, guys. Wala yan sa item, guys. Wala yan sa items.
Yeah. And wala talaga sa items because I believe yung laban natin right now our Cabal team provided. So
Yeah.
everyone has equal items. Walang lalamang when it
Same
comes to
item,
that.
same item.
Puro execution. How
Talagang
are they
skills lang
going to
talaga.
play it?
More on skills. More on skills.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I guess the game is back. So antayin na lang natin na makita natin on screen so we could cast it. But the discussion is there, Master Floyd, regarding the lineups from both teams. It is going to be exciting. And tingnan natin because I think yung sinabi mo is the meta na nakikita natin sa Cabal PC before. And what I mean by before, kasi right now, ang dami ng changes, right, sa Cabal PC. I don't know if you've played. Did you play Cabal PC before?
Di ko na last na naabutan ko ata sa Kabal PC is BM3. Kakalabas lang ng
Ah,
BM3 eh.
oo.
Then, yun na, wala na.
Oo.
Ayan.
Pero kasi right now, sa episode 21, if I'm not mistaken, parang iniba yung mga skills. Kagaya ng wizard, yung SP niya, dalawa ng variant. Merong party, merong self. Tapos yung buff niya na parang anti-crit, sa kanya lang. Hindi
For
na party
Wizard,
buff
right?
yon.
Para sa Wizard
Oo.
yun.
So parang ang dami ng changes sa Cabal PC. So
Mga viewers natin. Ayan.
Hard to Kill versus Viet Team, Philippine region, and the Vietnam region. Of course, shoutouts to
start na ba yan?
G.R.I.T and Mr. Portin or Mir Portin, our streamers for Cabal Mobile. Shout out to you guys. But now we're starting.
Yun, grabe naman. Ito yung first game natin from Phoenix server, Capella versus BL versus Gladiator. Grabe naman yung BL. Talagang galit na galit sa stun. Ayun, na-stun pa nga ang BL pero eto na, bumanat na ang Gladiator. Tamang takbo lang ang BL. Dash fade using dash fade. And yung Gladiator is tamang heal. Hinihintay natin kung babanat na ba ang Blader. Eto na, tamang hintay lang eh. Naghihintayin lang talaga sila eh, no? Yung mga skills. Wait natin guys. Eto na, tamang dash fade lang. I think naghihintay lang ng cooldown tong Blader natin guys. And yung Gladiator tamang chacha lang din eh. Eto na. I think gigil na. Ito, nag-buff na nga yung BL. Ito na, nag-combo na, nag-start na ng combo. Yung Gladiator, sinabayan nga. Sino kayang unang matutumba? Natumbang, ay grabe naman yun. Sobrang sakit ng Gladiator talaga. Pagdating talaga sa 1v1, Gladiator ang napakalupit sa mga isilang umiikot lang ang FB. Titignan natin kung anong diskarte. Ayun, bumanat na kayong FS, talagang combo. Titignan, na-cancel ba? Hindi, talagang makulit yung FB, no? Pagdating talaga sa FB, pag makulit, sobrang kulit nila. Ayun, naka-SS ata yung FS. Tamang takbo. Ano yun, nag-shield charge ata. Shield charge ba? Ay, force kick, hindi tumama yung force kick. Tumatakbo yung FB, saan pupunta? Eto na, nag-debuff na ang FB, eto na FS. Nag-combo na, nag-start. Talagang 1v1 eh, no? Nagipagsuntukan talaga yung sa FB sa FS, tama?
Yeah.
Pati ako nabubulol na, nagugulan na ako sa laro nila, hawit. Talagang gigil na gigil yung FS, oh, tignan nyo. Tamang chacha lang muna yung FB, hinihintay. Talagang gigil na gigil yung FS, oh. Talagang papatay, no? Eh, grabe, nag-critical. Ayun na nga, namatay na nga yung FB, guys.
And now, ang Blader kasi may blade. Wala lang. Alam mo, pares na yun ang iniisip Doc.
Tama.
Kasi dalawa yung blade ng Blader.
May blade.
Ayaw, Blader na lang.
Parang shielder lang eh. Ayan na, nagsimula na naman guys. Capella, Gladiator versus Procyon FA. Sino kaya mananay dito? Gladiator or FA?
Gladiator is
Gladiator, alam
thinking.
naman natin na sobrang lakas niyan sa 1v1. Talagang gigil na gigil yan. Wasakin ang mga ibang karakter. Nakita natin, banat talaga yung Gladiator eh. Talagang gigil na gigil eh, no? Parang Matrix, tumbling ng tumbling. Talagang walang nagagawa yung FA, oh. Talagang tamang heal na lang eh, no? Sabi ng Gladiator, takbo ka na. andito na ako, tapos etong FA. Siguro etong FA talagang naghihintay lang kung ano yung diskarte. Kung paano niya sisimulan yung pag-atake. Siguro hinihintay niya lang makombo cut. Hinihintay niya lang makombo cut yung Gladiator para umatake na yung FA. Pero di ata nako-combo cut yung Gladiator eh. Talagang gigil na umatake.
Yeah,
Talagang
and
more on offense eh.
yeah. And also take note bawal mga BM dito or mga battle modes. Aura lang. So
Aura
if
lang
ever
talaga.
nagamit mo yung aura mo initially for round number 1, for example, itong Gladiator versus the Force Archer, and Force Archer used the aura already, may cooldown yan. And ang 3-man tag team natin, patuloy-patuloy. So
Diretso,
it's not
diretso.
stopping, right? So you have to conserve your buffs, you have to conserve what you have, and aura is one of the most valuable thing when it comes to PvP.
Pero wala na yung aura ng ating Force Archer. Pero bumanat na rin yung Gladiator sa aura niya. Kanina wala, talagang inihintay Talagang yung FA umatake na. Ito na Gladiator, nag-1v1 na sila. Talagang nagdudurog-durugan na ito. FA, tamang heal lang. Yung Gladiator, nagbabak. Wala siyang buhay pero umatake. Tamang combo, sobrang grabing combo naman yun. Nag-heal, kayang i-sustain ng FA yung damage ng Gladiator. Ito na, diretso pa rin yung combo niya. Dying na yung FA at
Nice.
grabe naman yun. Tinalunan. Grabe naman yung last skill na binitaw ng Gladiator, guys.
The power of gladiators.
Talagang wala talagang makakatalo sa Gladiator pagdating sa 1v1 no?
But it was actually looking quite great and strongly for the Force Archer for a couple of seconds. Pero, ayun nga, sa huli, meron tayong aura, meron tayong suppression for the Gladiator to finish that off. But now, Gladiator versus Gladiator for both teams, Viet team and Hard to Kill. The first
Pero
point for
cooldown
H2K
ata
already.
yung Capella eh. Yung buff or I think yung aura is hindi ko alam kung ilan yung cooldown nun. Pero hintayin natin kung ano yung diskarte ng Gladiator. Ito na, bumanat na yung Gladiator ng Procyon. Ay, pares pala ng Gladiator to. Hanip na yan. I think mananalo dito Gladiator eh. Makipagpustahan na ako dito. Mananalo Gladiator, guys.
Sure, no? 100%.
100% mananalo Gladiator yan. Pero di natin alam kung Capella ba or Procyon. Di ko alam kung anong guild na yan. Pero yan, tamang combo lang talaga. Yung Capella talaga sobrang galing niya mag-combo. Nakikita mo parang patuloy pa rin siyang umaatake no? Tapos etong Procyon, nag-start na siya. So nakatira siya ng 3 pero nakat agad. Sobrang galing mangkat ng Capella. Talagang gigil na gigil. Talagang banat kung banat talaga yung Gladiator no? Tapos eto na. Tamang dash fade lang. Alam kasi ng Procyon ng Gladiator na wala siyang defense. Eto na. Ay, grabe naman yun. Talagang alam ng Procyon na wala na siyang buff. Kaya doon na siya umatak. So, pumupunta na yung Capella FB. So, waiting for Capella na mag set up. Nawala sila. Saan na? Ayun. Ready na. Bumabanat na. Sino kayang unang titirahin? Sino kayang una? Yung FA talaga na sinopre di siya makagalaw. Talagang binurse agad yung FA Force Archer talagang binurse ng Procyon. Talagang yun lang yung binanat. Talagang tutok lang sila Ilan sila? 2, 4, 6. Yung FS tsaka Warrior FS, talagang yung FA lang yung tinira. Down na yung FA ng Procyon ba? Ayun, Capella down. FA. Then tamang dash fade lang. Eto na. Sobrang hirap tignan. So, yung gameplay talaga nila. Talagang takbo lang na takbo yung Wizard. Kasi alam nila na babanatan talaga yung Wizard Yung FS talagang tinatank nila yung mga damage. Pero di sila pinapansin kasi ang gusto nilang patayin is yung Wizard tsaka FA lang. Talagang nakatutok sila. Pero nasopre yung Warrior talagang binanatan. Nung pag once talaga na sopre yung isang kalaban, grabe. Yung isang character wala nang nagagawa. Talagang nakafocus sila sa mga na mana freeze, na execre. Talagang galit na galit. Talagang FB is the key. Sabi ko kanina, yung debuff ng FB is napakalaking tulong.
Yeah, and 5v3 is ongoing. This Capella on a disadvantage. One already falls down once again. It's only the Wizard available to match it up as Force Blader from Procyon almost falls down, but Force Archer is there to sustain. They keep on going, but it looks like Procyon is now on an advantage. Force Shielder is there as well, as long as the Warrior is holding on. However, Procyon, Force Blader falls down on this one. Now it comes down to the 4v2 matchup as Force Shielder and Warrior are still keep on going, with a Wizard also alive for the side of Capella.
Wizard down. Eto na. Wow, 4v1. So, masusustain kaya? 4v1 na lang ba? Ang natitira, ilan na ba natira sa Procyon? Ang Procyon is 4 pa rin, still remain. Talagang gigil na gigil yung Procyon no? Masusustain kaya ng FS na mabuhay or talagang tuluyan na? Yung FA, parang may Wizard pa. 2 versus 1. FS and Wizard still alive from Capella. Then 4 Procyon still alive. Then 1v1 talagang inaatake yung FS. Yung Force Shelter talagang nakatutok sila. Hindi nila ma-hold kasi wala ng FB. So hinihintay lang nila ano kayang balak ng Procyon. Talagang sumasayaw lang sila Ang bumabanat lang yung Procyon FA
And I believe this to be over on paper because Force Shielder up against 4 members that has a lot of damage, with Wizard alive, with Force Shielder alive, even the Force Archer alive. They have so much sustainability, so much damage, and they would probably win it, but not at the cost of 1 life for Viet team, but still dominating so far in this tournament for the Phoenix server representatives.
Talagang sobrang kunat ng FS, so wala nang buhay, pero ayun nga, dumapa na. So, first win, Procyon.
Yeah, and Viet team.
Sa tingin nyo, sino kaya mananalo dito? Aura up. So, nauna na, nag-aura yung FS. So, Warrior, bumabanat na. Matake na yung FS. Grabe naman, force kick, tapos tumira agad ng shield grenade. Grabe, kinalmot. Galit na galit yung Warrior. Pa-start pa lang yung combo. Naka-buff na yung FS. Talagang gigil na gigil. So, naka-ready na yan. So, tatakbo lang yung... Gagawin niyan, tatakbo lang yung Warrior, guys. So, hintayin niya. So, nag-buff na rin yung Warrior, yung heal, ang tawag nun. Basta yung red.
Here's the thing. He doesn't even need to fight it. The Warrior doesn't need to fight it. This is a clever move from him. He just needs to wait for the Shadow Shield to be gone before he fights. And also the Aura as well is something of importance. So, Warrior can just wait for a timer, and then if it comes down, he can then use the Aura after it all boils down or expire for the Force Shielder.
AOD is coming, I think. So, nag-start na ng combo yung Warrior. Eto na 1v1. Sino kaya mas makunat? Siyempre, mas makunat. Pakunatan talaga ng ano yan. Alam nyo na. Yung Warrior, grabe yung crit ng FS, Dito nyo talaga makikita yung critical. Naka-Mortal Bane na siguro yung FS. Ayun, umikot-ikot na yung Warrior. Grabe yung tama ng FS. Sobrang sakit. So wala na silang buff na parehas. Wala nang SS. I think AOD is meron pa. Grabe, umaabot pa rin yung FS. Nag-aura na ba yung Wizard? Eto na. Sino kaya ang una? Sino kaya ang unang atake? Sabi nga nila, patience is a virtue. Sino kaya ang unang atake? Wizard kaya o na magko-combo? Grabe naman yung side step ng Wizard na yan. So eto na, nag-start na. Sobrang kate ng Wizard, pero tinitig natin yung Gladiator kung makakabawi kaya. Naka-cancel yung combo. At ayun, napada pa nga.
Wait, what?
What? Gladiator versus Wizard?
How?
Nag-aura yung yung FS. Ayun, nag-aura na. Sino kaya mananalo dito? Kanina nanalo ata yung FS pero titignan natin kung FS ba talaga ang matibay. So damang dash fade lang yung yung Warrior, guys. Eto na, wala na ata yung buff. So, hinihintay lang niya yung buff. Grabe naman yung combo ng Warrior. Tignan natin kung makakabawas ba talaga o sobrang kunat. Labanan ng kunat to eh.
AOD?
So, I think nag-AOD na yung FS. So, ang gagawin
Oh,
ng
no.
Warrior,
He was able to dash. So, probably reflex or something?
reflex. Ayan. Combo. Oh, what? Warrior. Dash fade, dash fade.
Yeah, he was able to dash.
Dash
So,
fade.
that's not AOD.
Reflex. I think reflex. Okay, combo. Combo FS. Ito, 1v1 guys. Nagbibirahan na. Yung Warrior umayaw. Sobrang kunat mo, Lodi, sabi. Grabe naman yung FS. Gigil na gigil. I think makakabawi pa kayo yung Warrior.
Cats and bears. Woo!
Yeah. Oops, nag-SS? I think SS. Makakabawi kayo yung Warrior. Banat na ng banat, sabi ng Warrior. Wala akong pakialam kung nag-cats and bear ka. Eto, basta ako babanat lang ng babanat, sabi ng first shielder. Sige, banatan mo. Babato lang. Shield grenade. Grabe naman. Ito na, nag-start na ng combo yung Warrior.
That
pero
is
yung
AOD.
FS is diretso. Nag-AOD na nga yung FS. Pero sabi ng FS, tumira ka lang. Warrior, pero wala akong pakialam. Basta ako titirahin kita ng Warrior. Grabe naman, sobrang kunat talaga ng FS. Warrior downs.
For the Force Blader to punish.
I think pinagsabay niya ata yung FS, yung AOD tsaka Mortal Bane eh. Kaya hindi siya natakot talaga na bumanat kahit nakakats eh. So next is FB versus FS. Nag-debuff na kang FB. Grabe. Ito, ano kayang gagawin ng FB? Nag-combo. Ba't nag-back? Nag-AOD. Nakapag-AOD kaya? Ako po.
No. He has damage.
Mana freeze. Okay. Start to combo.
Cancelled?
Grabe na. Wala na yung X eh. FS is still alive. Start na ng combo. Ay, galit na galit. Eto na. Procyon, tatayuan kita. Kahit tumira ka. Ako to, pader, sabi nga. Ano yun? Nag-buff ang FS? I think reflex. Mana freeze. Na mana freeze ang first shielder guys. FB tamang takbo lang. Grabe naman. Tamang debuff lang ang FB. Talagang debuff lord nga, sabi nga nila. So, nawala na yung mana freeze guys. Makakapag-combo na kaya ang FS. Talagang sinasampal niya. Sasampalin na lang kita, sabi ng FS eh. Yun na nga, nag-start na. Pero na-stun yung first shielder guys. Pero start pa rin, nag-i-skill pa rin yung FB. Sino ay dying na dalawa. Nag-critical. Grabe yung critical ng first shielder guys. Full FS. Nag-buff on na agad yung
Full buffs.
Blader guys. Yung FS. Oh, naka-intwi. Tama?
That's full buffs immediately.
Oh, full buff. So, dapat hintayin ng FS. So, nag-full buffs din yung FS guys. Nag-SS na siya. So, tamang tira talaga. Ito na yung pagkakataon, sabi ni Force Shelter. Wala na yung intuition, pero na-stun. Saan ka pupunta? Tapon basura. Ito na, hintayin. Wala na siyang pang buff talaga. Defensive ang Blader eh.
And this is what we talked about a while ago throughout the day. When you're a Blader, fighting against a Force Shielder, you have to wait for that SF. Quincy Crew, a lot of fans. So now we're starting. Master Floyd, take the floor.
Let's go. Buff off. Sabi ni CM Masur, guys, nag-buff off na. Gigil na gigil yung Warrior. Babawi tayo, guys, sabi niya. Pero titignan natin kung magpapabawi ba kaya ang Quincy Crew. Brock yun. Eto na. Naghihintay lang din. Nag-full buffs na rin sila lahat. Sino kayang unang dadapa at sino ang unang ifo-full buffs ni FB. So, titignan lang natin kung sino ifo-full buffs ng FB eh, no? So, ayun nga. Sinong full buffs? Di natin nagtatakbuhan. Talagang inahabol nila yung FA. Yung FA yung target ng Procyon guys, yung FA. Pero nagkakabakbakan dito sa gitna, pero yung isa, yung FS hinahabol talaga. Talagang hinahabol yung FA eh. Tignan mo yung Warrior FS tsaka FB, hinahabol yung FA. Makikita mo. Talagang tumatakbo lang yung FA, pero sa gitna nagbabakbakan yung FS at BL ni Warrior. Yung mga matitigas nagbabakbakan sa gitna. Pero yung Wizard ng Kapela is nasa gilid lang. Tamang tansya lang kung babanat na ba or hindi. Pero nakapitan na nga yung FA, yung Kapela. Wala, down na yung FA, guys. Nahabol. Bali na exit siguro yun. Bali natira na lang yung Warrior. Grabe naman kakunat nun yung Warrior. Nakatutok sila sa Warrior pero nabuhay. Down na rin yung Warrior ng Kapela. Yung Kapela, yung Wizard, tinitira na rin yung Warrior. Talagang grabe yung bakbakan. Matira matibay talaga. Yung BL tsaka FS nagbabakbakan lang sa gilid eh. Pero yung mga magic type talaga kailangan nilang i-burst eh. Pero tamang takbo lang din. So 3v3 ay 4v2. FB still alive
Also the
sa
Blader.
proc yun. So natitira na lang sa Kapela. Straw is BL and FS. Tama?
Yeah.
Grabe naman. So tinitira na nga yung FB. Na-hold na direct na nga. Tinirect na. Hinahabol na nga ng FB. Saan ka pupunta sasabihin ng BL, guys? Hinahabol yung FB. Hinahabol yung BL, guys. Tumatakbo. I think wala nang gagawin yung FB, guys, kasi wala naman ng panghil eh. Wala nang pang sustain eh. Namatay na agad yung Archer, guys. Pero yung grabe yung gitna, nagbinabanatan versus 2 versus 1. Warrior Force Shielder versus yung Shielder, guys. Talagang nakafocus yung Warrior tsaka Force Shielder sa Straw Hat ng FS. Tapos yung isa, yung FB tsaka Wizard, nakatutok sila sa Blader. Ayun, inaabol na nga. Down. Madadown na kaya. Konti na lang. Kapiranggot na lang, guys. Blader still alive.
Full boss,
So,
BL.
Ayun. Down BL, guys. So, buhay na lang is Wizard and FS. Tama. So, yung FS, talagang barag kong barag eh. Tingnan mo yung 1v1. 1v1 yung FS doon sa gitna. Makikita mo talagang hinahabol nila. Kapela BL down, guys.
Wait.
3v1.
Was the Wizard from Capella alive all this time?
Yeah. Then 3 versus 1. FS for Procyon, Wizard and Warrior. FS down. Wizard will remain. He got this. 3 versus 1. Do you think he got this? Okay, Wizard down. Queen Sig Crew.
Look at the damage.
Yeah.
From the Wizard.